so excited, Francis. You want to know why? Because we have a fire behind us. And what does
It's
that
so
mean
hot.
for my celebration? Start the fire. Get it going. Spin the football. Start the fire. It is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all those
Happy Thanksgiving.
Americanos out there, as well as those who have adopted Thanksgiving
My
holiday.
favorite adopted holiday, hands down.
Is
on a
that just
holiday
because
now.
of the food?
The food's great. I mean, I don't completely understand the concept, but I don't try to. But I mean, I know it's something to do with Native Americans and pilgrims and stuff like that.
It has to do with cranberry sauce and turkey.
Cranberry
It's really
sauce
all
and-
you need to worry about.
And a lot of Friends episodes I've watched around this.
Yes, that's true. They do a lot of Friends marathons. I mean, it's also when you get the start of an unending amount of Christmas movies.
I've
Some
already
good.
started
The
that.
Santa Claus,
Home Alone.
Home Alone,
Thank God.
Elf. Lots of things begin. I'm a Jew, so 8 Crazy Nights. Lots of those.
You're the hands down the worst Jew, though. I asked you when Hanukkah was. You didn't know.
Ben trumps me for that, ever so slightly. He really does. But Francis, we're here to discuss what 5 athletes that we would want to have at our Thanksgiving dinner table.
All right. Well, I
Join
mean,
us in our night.
I just made you a bet there. I says I'm gonna have to go through my 5, and you have
Without
to give
laughing.
a you have
I
to give a
laugh
straight
at
face.
everything, so-
You have to give a straight face, all right? So I've chosen my 5 athletes strategically, right, for reasons I'll explain. Very self-explanatory. So first of all, I've chose Chris Paul, right, because he can assist with serving the yams. All right, and then I've chose Odell Beckham Jr. because it'll be nice to catch up with him. All right, and then I've chose Cristiano Ronaldo because I mean I'm sure he'll shoot out some nice topics to talk about. And then this is my favorite. I know I'm only on 4, right? I've chosen Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, because he could really help with the boxing up of the left elbows. And then the 5 one's David Beckham, just so I can ask him how. How do you do what you
You couldn't
do?
think of a 5th joke?
No,
right?
I wanted to
How
end up-
long? Did you really spend the last hour?
I was thinking about it strategically. And there people were asking, what am I doing? And I'm like, I'm thinking about some stuff.
Not Agent Cliff Paul to assist with your...
No, he can make an appearance if it comes along with Chris. But what do you think? Do you think those 5 would be a good few athletes to partner on my Thanksgiving?
I think that would be a very interesting table.
Yep.
I believe that you have a lot of talented, interesting athletes to go with you. It was Golovkin, Paul, Odell,
Ronaldo and
Cristiano
Beckham.
Ronaldo. Wow, and I guess you're not really a Messi fanboy after all.
No,
You don't
I
even
mean-
want Messi at your table.
Yeah, with Messi was there. I was thinking about something like he could avoid or get out the way of awkward conversations or evade because he's very shifty. But I mean, the bottom line is it's going to be a lot of clashing personalities. There's going to be fireworks in Thanksgiving anyway. I know that people are always bringing up the most ridiculous conversations. So I thought all these strong characters bound to be fireworks or a fire pit.
The limits of your imagination are not on display in this clip.
No, I think they're pretty. I think they're there. What about you? Like, I mean,
Because for me, I would like the original Apollo Creed sitting at my table. No, not the actor. I want Apollo Creed at my table.
well, that's still not only are you asking for that, but you're asking for a Thanksgiving miracle to bring him back from the dead.
Well, it's my Thanksgiving dinner that is totally made up, and at my made-up Thanksgiving dinner, I want Apollo Creed. Do you have a problem with that?
No, I would be happy to see him and ask him how that punch managed to kill him, but Rocky Balboa took another 87 of them and stayed alive.
It leads me to also wanting Ivan Drago at my table because I would love to see. Nothing to me gets me more excited than a fight, and I think that would be a great way to break the ice at the Thanksgiving conversation. When all the families together and they get into the bullshit political arguments about each other, I can just kind of throw something at Apollo Creed, pretend to be Ivan Drago. I will break you, and then see them actually duke it out in front of the whole family.
All right, so those.
Well, I'm not done. I got 3 more.
I know. I'm waiting.
In terms of the rest of my guys, I would like Crash Davis from the movie Bull Durham. Played in the minor leagues for a little bit. I know how much you love baseball. In addition to that, I would like you, Francis Maxwell, at my dinner table.
Wow, this just took a massive turn into
I'm a
slots. This is
very inviting person, and I can't believe I'm not a part of you. Now, granted, I am not an athlete. I do have a decent softball game, though.
We just took a massive turn into Schmoozeville.
Yeah, it did. It did. I want to invite Francis to my.
Well, you do know with people watching this video and seeing the campfire, nice little hut surrounded behind us, and taking your nice show bromance, that only means really bad comments in the comment
Probably
section.
true. Of course it does, but I don't care. And then in
We'll
addition
take
to
it.
that, I would really like Dennis Rodman at my Thanksgiving dinner table because I have a lot of questions about North Korea.
I don't like the direction that went. It went like, all right, that you've got makeup characters and then you're going to meet and then you end with Dennis Rodman. So were you like working your way back to Dennis Rodman and somehow I was on the path back to Dennis Rodman?
Yeah, I mean, basically I would throw you between a fight between Drago, Apollo Creed, Rodman, and then you're just in the middle.
All right. I mean, it sounds like it's going to be inviting no matter what. But what about who? I was surprised because I was thinking about the list in my head of who you would have got. I was thinking Ken Griffey Jr. I think it's going to be obvious with that. I was thinking,
I would like him.
What about Carmelo Anthony?
Yeah, Melolicious, I'd like him there too.
Would you like to ask him, like, what kind of questions would you like to ask him if he was at Thanksgiving? Because there's a lot of sports discussions, obviously.
Too selfish.
Too selfish?
Melo's too selfish.
Melo's
Yeah, he'll
not
probably
too selfish.
He'll probably take the chicken with that. Not chicken, the turkey.
Melo just wouldn't do the dishes. Like he wouldn't be playing defense. He wouldn't be cleaning up after his mess. Undoubtedly.
I was trying to think, who's someone that's definitely going to be that loser that doesn't want to eat the turkey but gets a chicken made just for them?
Oh, that definitely seems like Dwight Howard.
I think it could definitely. There's always one of them. I don't eat.
That might be Zlatan, but in a very confident way.
Or he would just have his own turkey.
He'd be like, Zlatan, don't do turkey.
Zlatan don't share turkey.
Zlatan, don't share
Yeah,
turkey.
he has his own turkey.
Francis, what about people you would not want at your Thanksgiving table? 5 guys and/or girls.
Oh,
yeah, what am I
5.
talking about? I can't. Let me go back. I want Alex Morgan at my table. I want Carly Lloyd at my table. I want Holly Holm at my table.
All right. Well, first of all, why don't we throw it in our studio? Who and the boys in the studio? What do you guys? Name me one athlete or one person you guys want at Thanksgiving.
All right, first one for me, I'm definitely going with Jose Canseco. He can hit the juice. He definitely can hit the sauce. We're having a party.
All right. But what about you? Anyone that takes a biscuit for you?
Yeah, I would invite the 1976 cast of the Bad News Bears to Thanksgiving dinner, and I would have Mr. T, Clubber Lang, cook them dinner.
I pity the turkeys.
I pity this turkey. I pity the fool that stuffs my turkey. Like that. How inventive is this TYT shooter? Like, Dan, what about you? Who else? Surely someone from the Clippers.
I would want to have Blake Griffin.
Just to ask him, to interrogate him?
I'd want to say...
He would disappear at dessert, though.
I'd say, what's wrong with you in the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter? Why do you choke every single time you have the ball?
As he's choking on cake in the dessert of the fourth quarter
So
of the Thanksgiving meal.
I think we've all took our separate directions. So I took mine obviously for the pun situation. That's solely it. Jason went yours for like the
Fictional
completely
characters.
fictional like imagination. Dan went for the standard Thanksgiving interrogation that's going to go on. Probably take the heat away from the family members asking, "What are you doing with your life? What's going on with your life? What are you doing?" Instead, it's going to be Blake Griffin, and then the guys in the booth have just went completely historic. And just threw out some of the most ridiculous suggestions. That's why we wanted to do
Corey
this.
took the pun route. I like that.
He
And
took
Bert took the classic movie route.
Yeah, I would have put my life on about taking the classic movie route.
I thought, yeah, that's a good one.
All right, so we're getting to the people we don't want. I mean, I was going to say Sepp Blatter, but then Dan just like had me thinking, if I'd had a chance to get to talk to someone that I just don't completely understand and how they're a human being, then I would want to do that.
This is the easiest answer ever. I like to eat on Thanksgiving. I don't want any of the New York Giants offensive linemen on my team because then there'd be no food for anybody to eat. Therefore, I don't want any offensive linemen in the NFL. You're not welcome at my dinner. I'm looking for some scrappy guys to join me so there's more food for Jason.
I think that I would like to try and keep it as positive. So I wouldn't have Sepp Blatter there because it would end up in violence. It would end up in him probably still winning somehow. Despite me having the numerical advantage and people on my side, Sepp Blatter would still somehow emerge victorious, as we know. In the United States, would I think maybe Floyd Mayweather? I wouldn't want him, but I'd still like the chance to meet him. I don't know.
Well, it's him and his 19 bodyguards.
Well, that's true. You have to bring the entourage in.
Yeah.
All right, well, we've ragged up. We went on for a little bit. We rabbled, but I'm sure you guys get the message right now because we want to know what you guys are thinking in terms of Thanksgiving. Oh, I dropped my paper. Are you going to take the same route I went and think about the pun route? Trust me, it takes a lot of time. It's very time-consuming. Or do you think about who would you just rather come to Thanksgiving dinner? Is it going to be me, Jason, Dan, Corey, Bart, anyone in the studio? We'll try and make our way there. If it's in America, of course. Unless you try and celebrate it outside. Could I celebrate it in Scotland?
No, it's too cold.
What? What does it mean? What does that mean? I could just...
No one knows what it means.
Yeah.
It's provocative.
That's what I'm thinking. Because no one really knows the concept here, I don't think. So we just take that
It would
across.
just be, I guess to you guys, like a dinner with,
Giving thanks.
giving thanks.
Giving thanks for the food.
What are you
All right.
thankful for? Most importantly, Francis.
What am I thankful for?
Get the football.
I'm out of here.